So folks, welcome. This morning we are coming to you live from the Vamuma Junction, where citizens have started gathering under the banner "Say No to Drugs" campaign, and officially they're going to be marching over to the Capitol building on Capitol Hill, where a petition is going to be presented to the government of Liberia. And so you see them all here already started forming the queue to begin this all important march here this morning. They're going to be marching over to the Capitol building. We see different inscriptions are all here. Liberians from all walks of life, those in government, out of government, private, and all areas. And so I see this band, Queen Elizabeth of Hope. Stop drug trafficking. Let's see if we can begin by speaking to some of those gallery here. Welcome to DN News. We see you out here forming part of this entire campaign. What does it mean for you?
Okay, so we are here because we see that in our country, they mean a whole lot for me because we know that drug is not a place like this. And most of our brothers, our sisters, they are drug addicts, and because of that, they are highly accepted. Some of them, they are lost their self-esteem. So we need a whole lot of things out here today to push against drug in our country.
Thank you. Let's see if we can get shortly speak to this one of those forming part of this march. Welcome.
Yes, so we are here today to see against drugs. The future of our Liberian youth matters a whole lot. And we are here to see against the Queen Elizabeth Foundation of Muslims, no to drugs, yes to life.
Thank you very much. I see the march has already begun. The march has already begun here, live from the Vamuma Junction end here. We have just started. As you can see the marching there. So this march has started early this morning. People have already started gathering. That sent a very clear message to the government of Liberia. Sending a very clear message to the government of Liberia, international partners, that drugs has become an epidemic in this country. And these Liberians have come together in one accord from different walks of life. They believe that drugs need to be fought heads on, and this is no longer a lip thing anymore. They believe that the government of Liberia should take this very, very seriously. So the Liberian National Police is also forming part of this march. I just saw a few police officers with shirts with the illustration "Say No to Drugs." And so Quicker Alumni Association of Liberia said no to drugs abuse. And so I also, residents of Divantown, District number 10, said no to drugs too as well. We urge you to share this live, invite others to follow. You can also form part of this march if in all of the country by tapping "Say No to Drugs" on. You said no to drugs. Man, why are you here? Do you have any personal experience?
Yes, because my son died from drugs. And my nephew, my nieces, they are in the street. They die in a ghetto, in a graveyard. So that I honor them.
Thank you, Mama. We'll do a short talk.
Good morning. I'm one of the victims. My son was on drugs for 10 years. The guy delivered him right now. He at the rehabilitation center. He went there by himself. After I did everything I could as a mother, but God intervened on my behalf. My son is going through rehabilitation. He's being rehabilitated. And I'm praying that other mothers will join this day. Help us pray. Never get tired praying for your children, no matter what happens.
Thank you very much. That mother there gave you an experience. Her son had been on drugs for 10 years. Can you imagine? That's a decade. 10 years. And according to her, God arrested him and he's now in the rehab. But a lot of people are here forming part of this protest. Sorry, there's a march here. The war protest might sound so very harsh. And so the war is march. Just a march to raise awareness. You listen to the organizers. They said, as a matter of fact, This is just to raise the awareness and inform the government that this is an epidemic. A lot of things have been said, lots of conferences, committees set up by the president yesterday, deliver a report, and it was published. Yet, they believe a pragmatic approach needs to be taken to curb the menace of drugs in this country. So we've just reached the 24th Street area. So you can form part of this campaign if you are not in the country or you are unable to be here. Maybe you're lying down in your hospital bed. You're lying down on a hospital bed. You're lying down at home, not able to be here. In the office, do not have that excuse for your boss to be here. Just say no to drugs. Or just say no to drugs. Honor this life and share with others so that they can form part of this campaign. Liberians from all walks of life have come out here today to form part of this campaign here. It is apolitical. No politician is leading this fight. It is a civil movement of Liberians from different clusters of life. Say no to drugs. There are thousands of Liberians. And as we march past each of the intersections here, there are people that are in jubilant mood, waving to these people, which is a semblance, which signifies that a lot of Liberians are tired with drug abuse in this country. Quite recently, we were on the Center Street where the Monrovia City Corporation celebrated Liberia 178th Independence Day with drug addicted youth at the pen of Bailey. And those of you who watched that video, I know you were in tears. That is to tell you the level at which young people are falling prey to drugs abuse in this country. 1, 2, 1, 2. Marching against drugs, marching against the demons and wicked folks that are importing drugs and selling to our youthful population. Just step no to drugs on this life. It's a sign of endorsement. Residents of Devontown District Number 10 forming part of this protest action. Say no to drugs, say yes to life. It's the slogan being chanted by these young people. Most of them in their early 20s. Most of them in their early 20s. Yeah, in this other group of our people from District Number 10, Monserrado County. Daughters of Bone County say no to drugs. It's another group also here. And the Liberian National Police is also forming part of this march. They're forming part of this march. You see, police officer of the Liberian National Police says no to drugs August 7, 2025. This is a civil movement. The police is forming part of this entire movement here. My name is Aaron Kuban. This is DN News Liberia. We urge you to share the live and invite others to follow. There's some level of rearrangement here. I understand there were some people who joined at the time we had already left the Vamuma Junction end. Who are you, ma'am?
I came for this march, and I got the 21st
Wow.
And I've been there 10 years myself in the rehab by himself. I'm grateful and I am so joyful that every mother must get on their knees to pray for their children. Never get tired praying for your children. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, she came from the United States of America around the 20th and 21st of this month to form part of this protest here. This is a very large banner. It says the National Safety Partnership of Liberia, regulator of Operation Save a Life, OSA Liberia. We said no to illicit drugs and loose alcohol sale in the loose alcohol sale in our community. Sorry, and so we have Liberians here. The march is going to be restart. We're going to begin again from where we stopped. So, no to drugs campaign has started. It has started here at the Vamuma Junction point where we started the march. We are somewhere around the Effie Shoko Junction from the 24th Street area. So let's give you a view of the number of people that are here. There is a very long queue. And we understand there are people already that are queuing up on Capitol Hill, as well as from the Freeport area to form part of this protest action. So this is a short break here to have everyone forming part of this protest or this march, raising concern. Say Doma Valley said no to drugs, August 7. So there are several banners that are here, several placards that are here, showing and descriptions that so here we go again. Tatos, welcome. We see you here. You forming part of this protest, this march. Yeah, there's a march. What does this mean for you? Declared drugs as a national emergency. On a quoting the war emergency, do you think there's some level of an emergency that's being pushed towards the fight against drugs?
This is our demand. We have not seen much more emergency, so this is our demand. One of our demand is that we need a strengthened border security in Liberia. We also need anti-drug education in our high schools. Fight against drugs is more realistic, non-political promises.
Thank you very much. Tatos Bakala. He was one of those funders of and organizers of the July 17 protests. Now he's here in the civil rights movement march here to the Capitol building. Folks, we want you to forgive us. You know, the slogan protest is it's so much. So sometimes we will say protest, but it is not that we mean that this is a political movement. So we urge you to keep sharing the live. Invite others to follow. Let the interest in this entire march here be demonstrated by your desire to have other people watch. So share the live, and invite others to follow too as well, so that up Capitol Hill we go. The Office War and Economic Crimes Court in Liberia is also forming part of this march. We see two representatives of the Office of War So let's see if we can speak to our mother here. She's from the Office of War and Economic Transport in Liberia. Man, welcome to DN News. We see you forming part of this march. How involvement is the OGEC office into this entire march?
We are very concerned. So all offices have come up. The whole offices have come up. We know that drugs will destroy our children, our future, and we are very concerned. That's why we are doing this march to the shoulder.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. She's from the Office of War and Economic Transport in Liberia, the institution responsible to establish war and economic transport in this country, and also the anti-corruption code. Quite recently, that office launched a national campaign on awareness, so they're forming part of this entire march here, or parade to the Capitol Hill. As a matter of fact, Capitol Hill is not just a place where you have the lawmakers. Up Capitol Hill is where we have all of our leaders, the judiciary, the executive, the head of the executive, which is the president, and you have the legislature. So on Capitol Hill, our leaders will receive this petition informing them that drugs is a national emergency. And if you want to underscore the war emergency, as per its definition, not much is being done in line with the definition of that war. So, young people are dying. Young people are losing their lives as well to the scourge of drugs in the country. You know, drugs, reduces the youthful population of the country. And Liberia is made of 60% of young people. And if nothing is done to curb this menace in our society, we might be like countries like Japan, where the population will continue to drop because most of the young people will die. Madam, can't justice, fifth hope, change lives, or tears speak louder than words. August 7, march to the Capitol building. Along the way, we will continue to speak with some Liberians. Along the way, we will speak with some Liberians. Hello, man. Welcome to DN News. See you for me part of this march here today. What does that mean for you?
What this march means for me is to say enough is enough. They have done a lot. They are destroying the people, the kids, living adults in drugs and addiction. It's not their fault. The minute they take AIDS, they cannot go back for AIDS. So this is about time that the citizens stand up to the government and tell them that we need tougher laws.
Are you impressed with the level of tenor here? A lot of things have been said.
I hope that more people can join this group today.
Thank you very much for speaking of us. This is DN News Liberia. We will speak with more Liberians that are passionate about the issue of drugs abuse in the country. Say no to drugs, Liberians, for all walks of life. Another group is posted ahead. The Liberian National Police is also forming part of this march The Liberian National Police said no to drugs as well. Just form part of this march by tapping "Say No to Drugs." It will be your own way of raising your voice. A lot of people visit this platform. Just say no to drugs. Maybe someone who is on drugs, someone who is battling drugs. You want comment from them? We encourage them to leave drugs. Just say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. So another group is posted right around the 17th Street area. So let's see if we can move ahead to give you a view about this other group of people that were already ahead of us here. Say no to drugs campaign. The fact of the matter, most of the people out here are people who don't regularly come out for some of the political protests. You see, in majority are people who are not concerned about the politics of the day. They are concerned about the livelihood of the people, how Liberians can live together against this issue of drugs in the country. So
taking something they call push, and then you are involved in the mind because his mind was not set after taking something. He ended up losing his life. I even had two of my cousins who are involved in the drugs, and we have been taking them from one rehab to another. But the thing is, as soon as they come from the rehab, you have those people right in the community still selling the drugs.
There are some people who
the government, community dwellers, there are people in national government who are involved in the issue of drug sales. So, my issue with the government, they are going around, 3 years going around, breaking down ghetto, but there's no rehabilitation. You break down the ghetto, for example, Zimbabwe or somewhere around the corner back. Zimbabwe, you broke that place down. The guys are still around there. What are you doing in order to improve or rehabilitate those young people that you are bringing down the ghetto from, right? Okay. The drugs are still coming into the country.
So what would you recommend to government?
For me, what I would recommend, the punishment that being given to those who are bringing drugs into our country and seeing it as less, right? There should be lifetime imprisonment.
All right.
There should be lifetime imprisonment. You got people, I mean, 180,000 worth of drugs put into prison after 3 months or 1 year, they are out again. The people are involved in the same business. So we are saying, if the government can say, prison them, I'm giving people lifetime imprisonment, I can tell you, my brother, 2 or 3 years from now, I'm not saying it'll be all over, but there'll be some level of reduction to drugs. So lifetime imprisonment also rehabilitating those that are being affected with drugs. That's what I recommend.
Thank you very much for speaking with us. So more people have joined this march here from the 17th Street end. This is a long queue. As we go along, we will bring you a view of how this place looks, how the entire issue of this march is going to be like. You know, a lot of people are already joining. People are joining from the back. People are joining from the front. Asking everyone to join the queue to form part of this march and go over to Capitol Hill. Like I said a few minutes ago, Capitol Hill is not just where you have the legislature. You have the entire government seated on Capitol Hill, the judiciary. As you just witnessed we just witnessed the Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Sianen Yo. She just passed over, the outgoing Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia. And also, we have the President of the Republic of Liberia also on Capitol Hill. And then we have the legislature also on Capitol Hill. So it's a conglomerate of top leaders of the country, you know, from the echelon of power in this country. And so we are going to Capitol Hill as these a group of Liberians are going to form part of this protest. Hey, wow. So along the way, we will speak to most of them. Some of them have very, very much terrible experience. Their experiences are so very much, you know, of first hand. Their children, their brothers, their sisters. You know, some of them are people who have recovered from drugs abuse. So if you just speak with some of them, they'll tell you that they've been into drugs for so many years and they came back and they're looking forward to like the government taking a very, very, very strong approach towards eradicating this menace from the society. So our mothers, our brothers and sisters are out here against this issue of drugs in the country. So journalists and Liberians from all walks of life.
Okay, so how are you reaching out to community dwellers to stop drug trafficking?
So let's see that we are moving now. We are moving now. We're moving. We're going very slowly, please. We are moving very slowly, please.
Liberian women in public health say no to drugs.
Hello. Canada, please take the front. Good, that's not.
Different Liberians from different walks of life are forming part. Take time. It's becoming huge by the day. You see comedian Keisha, and she's also part of this entire march here. Liberians from different walks of life. So this is the march against drugs. This is just the Cinco side. The people who are from around the Vamuma Cinco area will understand. There are a lot of people from Peaceville that are also coming to form part of this march. Hundreds of Liberians have taken to the streets of Monrovia to say no to drugs. So just step, say no to drugs. Just step that under the live if you're watching. We ask you to step no to drugs. Say no to drugs. So this is the entire queue here of people from the Vamuma Cinco belt joining in this march. August 7th, at a very short notice. We know that before the July 17 protest organized by STAN, there was nothing being said about August 7 protest or August 7 march. But these people organized this just in a short period of time. So most of the people that are here, they continue to send that message out there.
He was a good singer. He was a very brilliant child and lost one another from this to the day. That is why I feel a dream. I will have the best. So I have to set this back for this.
Thank you. It was nice talking to you. Go ahead.
My name is Edmond Tondama, and we are here today to say no to drugs. Drug has become a national emergency. And we are not here as politicians, we are here as citizens of this country because we have realized that every home in Nigeria has been because of drugs. So we are here to call on the government of Nigeria. We are here calling on the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. We have the laws. All we want from them is the implementation of these laws to help us to save this country. Every youth in this country are exposed and vulnerable to the crisis of substance abuse. And this is something that we are calling to the government to come to aid, come to rescue. One thing we know is drugs will slap us at the rich and the poor. This is something that is affecting everyone, the rich, the poor, the government system, and those in the private sector.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for speaking of us. Quiet, ma'am. Thank you very much. Mom, you want to say something too as well? Okay, so that mother. Go ahead.
We're going to start to and we are going to do us to us, and we are going in the community. Everybody we see, but we know that you can't get us. We are going to arrest you and call the police. Seriously arrest you. We are taking it in our who is now. We are so tired. Mothers are crying. After our people children in the street, they just never stop. Any big man or big woman, you are here just we will arrest you. We will disgrace you because this thing is not good for our children.
Thank you very much. Seriously, action gonna be taken against those who are in the ugly height of trading drugs in the country. So you listen to that mother. Some of them are tearing. They are crying. Literally, you see, them, they are crying as it relates to this very ugly item about drugs abuse in the country and drugs trade. And so the government of Liberia set up a committee. The president, in his first address, set up a committee to fight this issue of drugs in the country. The Ministry of Health headed that, and they have submitted that report. And according to them, they have for a three-pronged or three-pedal approach towards the fight against drugs. The issue that has to do with prevention and the stop of the importation of the drugs, which they've given that to the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency or the Ministry of Justice, held that aspect. Rehabilitation also is part of that. And then you have the treatment aspect with the Ministry of Health. So the government has said that they're doing everything possible to curb the menace of drugs. But these Liberians who have come out here do not seem to feel the impact of the fight against drugs. For the 6 years of former President George Weah, there were issues of drugs abuse. Beautiful chorus from these Liberians here. They've won the music against the abuse of drugs in this country. Beautiful chorus. Let's get it again. Another huge group of Liberians have also joined from the 11th Street, 12th Street area. This queue continues to increase. Another cute choral here. Fellowship of the Cross. Preach Christ crucified. Say no to drugs. My tears are from the drugs you sold. That's it. My soul, another group is singing the song. We want the world to know that we are tired with drugs abuse. Liberians are standing, watching their colleagues, their fellow citizens moving. I know many of them, they want to form part. They've not been very adamant or ignorant to the fact that drugs is killing. But these are some business share, you very busy ones. They cannot form part. But I know they are in support of this entire march here and this citizen action.
Put it up,
She wants the work to be slow, a slow movement, to send a message. You know, if you do this very quickly and just leave the street, it will only show any message. But we see Auntie Mama Wolokoli is part of this entire march here. Man, welcome to DN News. Welcome, welcome. So we see you part of this march. You're one of the prominent Liberians in this country from part of this march. What does this mean for you in the country?
It means a whole lot for me in the country. That our future leader of tomorrow and is a strong and just leader. We must apprehend them. That was the part of the
It's affecting the children of this country. After this march, what about approach personally will you take in terms of curbing this madness of drugs in the country? Thank you very much. We already moving now. Sorry, man. We're very sorry we ended our interview with Auntie Mama Wolokoli, but we have to move now because the hundreds of Liberians are queuing up here, marching to the Capitol building, the seat of government of the Republic of Liberia. My name is Aaron Kuban, and I urge you to keep sharing DN News Liberia. Keep sharing the live. Keep commenting. Just if you can use a cry emoji, put enough on this live. Just cry for the lives that have been lost. Thousands of young people have died because of drugs abuse in this country. Just say something. Say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. Encourage someone. Somebody using drugs. You might not be the one using it. Just say no to drugs. Say no to drugs on this live and share it with someone who might have been following now. Maybe they can follow later. Send it into their inboxes to tell you if you have your leaders, your senators, your representatives, even the president, all of the leaders, the ministers, you have their contacts. Share this live into their inboxes. Do that quick. Share this live into their inboxes. Make them to see the number of people that are tired with the issue of drugs abuse in this country. Just send this live to their inbox. If you have the messenger account of a minister, you have the messenger account, the WhatsApp, send it to them. Say Liberians are tired with drugs abuse. Just send it to them. Send it to them. Say no to drugs. Tap and share this live. Liberians have come out. At a certain point, we will stand up from a higher view to give you a complete picture of the people that are out here. Let's do this now. Let's do this. Let's give you a view of the number of people that are this is just the single belt. So let's give you this view here. I will say we arrest them. That's the chant. This is going to be a national civil rights movement against the issue of drugs in this country. I will say we arrest them. The United Methodist Women in Liberia forming part of this entire fight here, this march against drugs. Older women, they are tearing. You can see them crying. This is becoming emotional. Tell them say no to drugs. Just say no to drugs. So you can see them. If you're in the US, in Europe, anywhere around the world, just say no to drugs. Just tap. Just take time off from your work. Maybe you're busy doing something. Take time off and just tap on this live. Say no to drugs. And also share this live with your friends, even international partners. If you know anyone from the UN, anyone from the European Union, anyone from the Swedish government, the US embassy, anyone, just share this live with them so that they can see how many Liberians are out here and taking this very seriously as it relates to the issue of drugs. When we fought the 14 years of war, foreigners came to this country to stop us from fighting. Do we want a UN mission to come to Liberia to stop drug sale in the country? The answer from these thousands of Liberians that have come out here will be a resounding no. The Orange Foundation, Orange GSM also forming part. Lions Club, several institutions are forming part of this civil rights movement of Liberians that are marching here against the issue of drugs. Do we want the UN mission to come to Liberia? Maybe another 13,000 troops of UN peacekeepers to come to Liberia to stop drugs? No, we ourselves can do this, and this is why these Liberians have come out here to stop the issue of drug trade, stop the issue about drug abuse in the country, and put the government feet to fire to fight drugs. Joseph Newman Boakai, the president of the country, has a very huge task to end the issue of drugs abuse. Let's give you more view as we march over to Capitol Hill. If you're just waking up, this is DN News Liberia, and my name is Aaron Kuban. We urge you to share this live. Maybe you just grab your phone from your bed, you're in another country, and you just grab your phone, you are washing, and you don't know the country this is happening in. This is Liberia, Liberia. And these Liberians are saying the world should know that they don't want drugs. Liberia Bank for Development Investment, they tell us are all out here saying they don't want drugs in the country. You know, as a journalist, we were trained not to put ourselves in a story, okay? But for the other story, Isayo. You know that story? Yes. And I have no regret. I will suspend the ethics for today and put myself in the other story to encourage a lot of people to come on this live, raise the message, and we are forming part of this all-important march here. DN News Liberia. We urge you to share this live and invite others to follow. Let's stay behind the yellow line, please. Sorry, we had some interruption there. The MCSS, the Mobile Consolidated School System, is also part of this. MCSS students say no to drugs. Different groups of Liberians from all walks of life are forming part of this protest action. So Liberians from the out here in dust. So we have
MCSA campaigns against drugs. One of the teams say no to drugs.
so the MCSS is forming part.
Represented here by ex acting superintendent Dr. Ogari Series, who is forming part of this all-important parade here today. As you can see, she's in the parade. And so it's all about campaigning against illicit drugs, harmful substances.
Many of the victims of drugs, when you speak to them, they say it all began from the school. My friend brought it.
Absolutely no evidence to speak to such allegation. It makes it mind-boggling to respond.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have many cases of such, and the question maybe was misunderstood by Samuel. But there are cases and if all around the Liberians or young people will say, I was in school, and then these things were brought. So the question is, what about program that are being instituted into the country against drugs? Senior Council is also part of this. Reverend Blue Council.
That one I they won't carry the price out of mortality center because they just born in children. Well, all of they not take drugs, and they bring in drugs in the world. We gotta go and raid the ghetto.
Man, you just done over 70.
74,
74, and you are walking.
I'm on reasonable strength.
Wow.
I'm aging
This is
with
very surprising.
progression and perfection. I'm aging with perfection.
You are beating the ring to be
Tell
on
me,
this.
yes.
What's the
Because
purpose?
there's a cause.
What is that cause?
No to drugs. We just having sex and burning drugs children. So liability. That's what the developed country want. So we get people who's enjoying water. I was not. I have done many voices, but I never spoke that to you. And y'all bring it maybe at their age.
Thank you. Thank you. I thank you. That's senior council. That's the senior council, Councilor Prayer Brambu. They're speaking with us. You know, she put some level of comic in her usual serious discussions. So, but it's all part of the march. Say no to drugs. Our mothers, our fathers, brothers and sisters are part of this march. Saying no to drugs. So, say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. If you're following, we ask you to say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. Liberia community is also part of this. Kisha, welcome to DN News.
Thank you. Today we are our brothers and sisters are dying. Our mothers are crying. Just as destroying the number ones. Look at the streets, see the zogos, see everyone. It is all because of drugs. Today, whether it's shine, sunshine, a rain or what, we will be outside to see to it that everyone stop the free interest of illegal substance in our country.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's our Liberian community, Kisha. Forming part of this protest or march here against drugs. You said what I should do? The people in there. Do you have a personal experience on the issue of drugs? Okay, that's all I want. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. They are very, very much outrageous about this issue of drugs. You listen to them, sounding very infuriated. Not with anyone, but those wicked people who import drugs to the country. We are tired, according to them, thousands of Liberians tired of drugs here. You listen to them. Mayor John Cherry Shepherd is also part of this movement here. Just a few walk away from the Capitol building. UN staff, most of them in the UN building are also out there. How are you going to do that, man?
We are standing for our country. We got legitimate rights to arrest, and we will stand for it. And we want the women in and out of Liberia to stand against drugs. We will arrest it. My name is Roy Doki, and every drug coming from Liberia. My name is Doki. When you get a big Doki, you know across the world. I'm Doki. I graduated from Continental University. I serve as a dance class for the Topa. I serve as the coordinator for all universities involved. And also, right, with the Canada Center on the rule of law program that was headed by Dr. Chara. So we are here to stand for our country under the law. We support the rule of law, and we will stand by the law. And wherever we find drugs, we will stand and we will address. Yes, that's it. So today, women, we are calling all women. Men, security, we are calling on you. School TV, school TV, school TV, school TV. I heard that you. School TV, I heard that school TV. So how this we ensure that we arrest. And after today's day, we have our petition individually and collectively to ensure that we get rid of drugs in Liberia. Thank you.
Okay, so all walks of life, Liberians from everywhere are forming part of this issue that has to do with drugs. They said they will arrest. Let's see after today how this is going to go on. The mayor of Monrovia, John Cheruk Siafa, has joined this march.
Grateful to the organizers. We're grateful to the organizers of the campaign. Ordinary men, women, mothers, fathers. And we're grateful to the media for offering their platform for this major and important social issue. The issue of drug and substance abuse cannot be overstated. The urgency cannot be overstated. So let's go to the capital.
Okay, so the Capitol building, that's where we go now. So they are chanting, no more DA, the one for the armed forces of Liberia.
Please stop!
Hey, go over here there. Get away from that around the middle. we don't trust DA. That's the slogan. They say they don't trust the DA. They trust the armed forces of Liberia. They want the AFL to form part of the fight against drugs in the country. We don't want drugs, and that's what they're saying. We are at the United Nations building, the one UN house, around the Monrovia City Hall, heading to the Capitol building. We are having a little stop here. This has been a very huge turnout of Liberians. Come on, let me show you. So these health workers, that lady is crying. We've seen much of that yet. The city of Monrovia says in that. Monrovia City Mayor John Siafa has just joined this march from his office here on the 1st Street in Monrovia. So we are moving, climbing the hill gradually. This is the march talk about Capitol Hill. Just a few steps away from the main entrance of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. If you just joining us, this is DN News Liberia. And we're coming to you live from Monrovia, Liberia. Yeah, where thousands of Liberians have joined this march here. Go hanging. You go hanging. Yeah. Gabi. Yes. The manager listen. Yeah. So, moving over to the Capitol building. This is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In case you are from different countries and you're following, just tap where you're following us from, which country you're following us from, and say no to drugs. We urge you to keep following and sharing this live. We are about to hit Capitol Hill. DN News Liberia will keep bringing you all of the hot updates.
Drugs, this is just awareness, of public awareness. You know you coming after you. This is just awareness to give our petition to lawmakers in our
How are you guys going to be doing this in the communities?
Don't worry. We got 4 soldiers that have been posted. They'll be giving us information to go after those that sell the drugs in the drug corners and in the drug communities.
Thank you very much. So that's Jamel Cooley. So this is a movement of all Liberians. So we see the police has placed a barricade here like they did with the political protest. So they've asked everyone to use the University of Liberia side of the Capitol building. So these Liberians have arrived on Capitol Hill. This is history in the making. Hundreds of Liberians from the Single Belt, from the Peaceway End, have already arrived here on Capitol Hill. You see that in their numbers. We are told that hundreds more are also on the way. Mothers in their 50s. As a matter of fact, Councillor Brown Boo, who just turned 74 years of age, is forming part of this march. We saw her walking energetically from the 5th Street area. So every Liberian, despite the age. So if we want to do a ratio of the ages here, so we're taking the highest age will be, for what we have on the record, it will be 74 years old Councillor Brown Boo, who is part of this national call to action, a march against drugs. Say no to drugs. These Liberians continue to pull up Capitol Hill. You can see a view of what is going on here. The Monrovia City Corporation is forming part of this with the mayor, John Cheru Shafa, several Liberians from all walks of life joining the organizers and even the Liberian National Police. So they say if the DA not able, go away arrest the drug traders. If the DA not able, so this other group is starting the one area. The United Methodist Women in Liberia, 2S Women Rescue, Daughter Rehabilitation, say no to drugs. So that's a post for a photo. They keep pulling up here. Hundreds of Liberians continue to pull up here. We bring you a view of the entire group of people from the Single end, the Beansville end. Continue to pull here on Capitol Hill. The march against drugs. Say no to drugs. Tap and say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. Dressed up in all black as a sign of mourning the dark era of drugs in this country. They are calling for an end. So we've been here over 5 minutes now. The number of people coming from the way of Pinsville is so very much huge. The Lions Club International is forming part of this march too as well. Different groups, different institutions coming out. It's a huge movement of people. I'm standing here to just give you the number of people that are forming part of this. Just from the Pinsville Belt, we look forward to a very huge number of people. We send a clear message to the government of Liberia, international partners. We want to commend the ECOWAS, the Economic Committee of West African States, that is also taking this head on. We saw a high-power delegation from ECOWAS quite recently that came to the country trying to speak with international groups. You see, this elderly man is also forming part of this march. A sign that all Liberians saying no to drugs. That's the Assistant Minister for International Organization. Also, yeah. Lions Club International, District 4382, Zone 34 or 34, also forming part of this. The Rotary Club of Monrovia, stop destroying our future leaders. This is very massive. Very, very massive. Liberia College of Physicians and Surgeons say no to drugs. Professionals are also forming part of this march. Let's be intentional about breaking the drugs chain. Let's be intentional about breaking the drugs chain. Queen Elizabeth Foundation said no to drugs. So this is the group that I started up with. I don't know how I got way in front and they are still at the back. They are on Capitol Hill. On a very short notice, the organizers were able to get a very huge number of people. A very huge number of people here. Say no to drugs. You can still be Fred boy without drugs. You can be Fred Jew without selling drugs. There are so many things you can sell. Go China, you go buy one share for 10 cents, you can sell it for $25 US, no problem. That other exploitation is not too bad. Veteran Liberian journalist Philip Brown is also here. So the vehicles are queuing in now. So that's the end for this side of the number of people that are on Capitol Hill for this side. So Guaranteed Trust Bank is also saying no to drugs. GT Bank, Liberia. On the main grounds of the Capitol building, is where these Liberians Honorable.
Please don't, no more drugs.
So we cannot confirm whether these are drug addicted youth or they appear like those guys, and they are crying on these lawmakers. Wow.
Our parents are crying. We are spawning in the street. We are addicted.
How long you been addicted for? How long you been addicted for?
We need to get away from addiction. I've been addicted since 15 years.
15 years?
Get away from addiction.
Were you in school?
I was in school. I'm a very great student. My dad drive me to school. Check what I get addicted to friends.
So what do you base? What do you base?
I'm based in Singapore now. I'm based on 12th Street.
Where were you living before that?
I was born in the old road.
Okay.
I have my parents on the old road.
Do you go back home sometimes?
Yes.
And if you go back home, how do your mother, your sisters treat you? Have you gone to the rehab before?
No, I've never been there. My parents are more like I think about my mother, she don't say
So let's talk about how you got into this particular illegal substance.
I did that to friends, but I was a dancer.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to go on talent show, dance, and do many things together. So sometimes my friends start to smoke, join them, so we go together.
And that was how you joined it?
That was
15 years ago.
15 years ago.
So what's your message to the government now?
My message to the government today is that the reason I'm a judge user and then I'm part of people that say no to drugs today. I'm tired of being addicted. I can never be treated like a human. Anybody I go to, they don't treat me fine. Nobody they take me to be a human being. I'm very much tired of being addicted. This is the reason I'm here today.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, can I please speak to your online person?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Julius Mitchell. I serve as the orator of the drugs.
You don't want drug. You don't want drug. You don't want drug.
Yeah, so now let's we'll come to you. We'll come to you.
You don't want drug. You don't want drug.
I serve as the orator during the 2023 World Cup Day.
Okay.
Former President Liberian tell us to raise the $1 million against substance use abuse. My name is Julius Mitchell. I'm a 25-year experienced drug user. Personally, I'm at the Tesla Recovery Program where I'm undergoing transformation.
Okay.
I'm a
25
graduate-
years.
Yes, 25 years. I'm a graduate of the African American Principal University.
Wow.
I hold a master's in procurement from the Ghanaian Institute of Management and Public Administration. So today I have stepped out. I have added my voices to the many voices. I want to say thanks in a very special way to Pastor Jerry Sewe, the humble servant whose God has given this vision to lead his people. He's the head of the Tesla Recovery Program from changing my life from the cemetery. I used to smoke in the King's Village Cemetery, but today I'm informed I'm rehabilitated and I came out with a team, my team from the Tesla Recovery Program.
And all of them were drug users?
Yeah, every one of them are drug users. Every one of them you see over there are drug users. They are non-professional people. Chief of Nice, Kingdom Mother, Chief of Nice, and they are unfollowed.
Let's move on to them. I think it's very good that we speak. Yeah, go ahead.
Like I was saying, these are all here work on the Tesla Recovery Program. It's a spiritual rehabilitation center located in Badre Fadre. These are some of the recipes, these are some of the products of the hands of Pastor Jerry Sewe, who God has blessed with this vision since 2018. He has been touching lives, changing souls at all costs. This is a menace that is hampering our society. Every country you go to, you fast substance use and abuse. And if we are not careful, that boy is going to turn into a drug state. That's why we have stepped up here, the church, the civil society, the legislature, the executive. We need to name and shame these government officials that are involved in the trafficking of hard and harmful substances into our country. We need to name and shame them. We will not stop. We will continue this campaign until the last one is bust out, and that would-be dealer, that trafficking who is bringing drugs into our country will go under the punishment for these illegal things they are doing.
Thank you.
I want to say thank you to the government. I want to say thank you to President Biden. One message I have for you is to help to subsidize and support these private rehabilitation centers. They cannot do it on their own. This country is fighting from economic value. And if we continue this, it's a serious security threat to our nation. I submit.
Thank you very much. Your profile, you said you.
I'm a graduate of African Bangladesh School in the first year 2004, and I hold a master's in procurement from the Ghanaian Institute of Management and Public Administration.
Thank you very much. He holds a master in procurement. Thank you very much. He has a master's, and he said he's been into drugs. He graduated from the university since 2004, and he has been into drugs. He has a master's also from the Ghanaian Institute of Management and Public Administration. So very professional people are being taken away by drugs abuse. So these Liberians are here. I know that there will be a petition presented. The Indian numbers here. With this turnout,